So that also includes weekly family meetings. So again, this can take place during dinner time. It is something that can, so it's on a slide. It's not another activity. The 7B, this one is a think sheet. So basically, something that can be used all the time to help you kind of push through like the what's going on here. How can we get through and communicate together and get to a space of more positive communication for us. But those weekly family meetings, those can be done at dinner time, they can be done in the morning, maybe done over breakfast. It's basically you're setting aside a time every week where everyone can sit down and do a check-in. You're talking about what's going on for them in the week, maybe especially for our older kiddos who know about their court hearings, how are they feeling, how are they doing in school, and this doesn't have to be a formal thing. You don't have to sit and actually do it. It can just be a regular check-in on the drive to school. How are you doing today? How's everything going for you? Is there anything that I can support you with? And so it's important that that everyone knows when those meetings are going to occur, but they don't always have to occur at the same time. Just as long as it's getting done, like we're checking in as often as we can. And then this is also a good way of trying to see how do we bring up an issue. So like you said, how do we talk about this without it triggering a very huge outburst that now we have to deal with that before we can actually get to what I want to talk about. So you want to have a structure for that with everyone in the home, all the adults, and have a conversation with the kids as well if they're of age to be able to say this is how we're going to communicate with one another when something comes up or if we just want to talk. Sometimes our kids can be up here and we're like, hey, let's be here. We can talk. So another portion is having fun together. So you all kind of talked about the different things that you do together. Family fun is therapeutic. It is seen as something very positive. Maintaining family fun is so, for me, like I look back at my childhood thinking about the trips that I got to take with my family and how important that was for our family bond, us being able to go out together and just have dinner sometimes, like that was always nice. So creating that schedule of like, it doesn't always have to be something where you spend money. Movie nights are amazing. Spa days, where you go to Five Below, get those $5 packs of masks and just relax for the day. Taking a drive, going to the park, having, a picnic, something like that. They don't always have to be monetary, things. It can just be time spent. Let's see. So activity 7C discusses the different types of ways to have fun. So what's what's limited time, what's gonna give you a lot of time to spend with that family or the kids. And then think of expensive or inexpensive or free things. Like look at and you can sit down together and do this and discuss, okay, inexpensive things are free things. Museums are free, right? Going to the beach is free. Going to the library is free. And those things is lots of time spent, lots of time. And then the expensive things are our trips to Disneyland, our Universal trips. And then you also want to think about those barriers. Again, the expensive trips is think about the time you have to drive there, the money that you're spending on tickets, the food, the souvenirs that they are going to look at and want.
Yes.
And pull down.
Right.
So you just want to think, okay, let's plan this to where, okay, if we're going to do something big, one, like this is a fun thing for family, but also how are we going to get here?